Your job will never make you rich. I know that's uncomfortable to hear, but deep down, you already know it's true. You can get a raise. You can get promoted. You can grind through 60-hour weeks and still, 10 years from now, look at your bank account and feel that exact same hollow feeling you feel right now. That's not cynicism. That's just the math of how employment works. And I know you felt it. That quiet, gnawing frustration of doing everything right, showing up, working hard, saving a little while your purchasing power quietly bleeds out behind you like a slow leak you can never quite find. Here's what almost nobody talks about. The people quietly getting ahead right now aren't doing it by working harder. They're doing it by running a second system entirely. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how that system works step by step while you still keep your job. 1. The myth of the single income, the hamster wheel. So, let me back up a little. My name's Steve, and a few years ago I was doing what most people in their late 20s or 30s do. Decent salary, reasonable apartment, the occasional weekend trip that I told myself I deserved. And on paper, honestly, things looked fine. But here's the thing about fine. Fine is a trap. Fine means you're not in a crisis, so you feel no urgency to change. And while you're sitting in fine, inflation is quietly taxing everything you own. The $40,000 sitting in your savings account, that's worth about $37,000 in real purchasing power compared to just 3 years ago. Nobody mugged you. No one sent you a bill. It just evaporated quietly while you were busy being fine. The first mental shift you need to make, and this is genuinely the hardest one, is understanding that your salary is not an asset. It is a cash flow. There's a huge, enormous, life-changing difference between those two things. An asset produces value while you sleep. A salary requires you to be awake, present, and performing. The second you stop showing up, the cash flow stops. Every single time. And look, I'm not here to tell you to quit your job. Please don't do that. Your job is actually the best tool you have right now. Not because of what it pays you, but because of what it lets you build on the side. Think of it as the launch pad, not the destination. 2. The invisible leverage of your employed status. Here's something most people genuinely don't realize. Being employed is actually one of the most powerful financial positions you can be in, not because of your paycheck, but because of the stability signal it sends to every financial institution on the planet. Banks will lend to you. Brokers will open accounts for you. Platforms will approve you. You have consistent, provable income. That's gold in a world full of financial gatekeepers. And yet, most employed people treat that leverage like it doesn't exist. They spend their evenings scrolling instead of deploying it. So, what does quietly building wealth actually look like in 2026 for someone with a regular 9-to-5? It looks like 3 parallel tracks running at the same time. Track 1 is what I call the foundation layer, getting your financial house structurally sound. Track 2 is the compounding engine, putting money to work in places that grow without your constant attention. Track 3 is the income expansion layer, adding asymmetric income streams that leverage skills you already have. Let me walk through each one. 3. The foundation layer, getting the house right. I know, budgeting sounds like the financial equivalent of being told to eat your vegetables. Bear with me here. Because this isn't about restriction, it's about visibility. Most people have no real idea where their money goes. Like I genuinely once spent 3 weeks unable to figure out why I was always broke at the end of the month, only to discover I had 4 different subscription services charging me for things I hadn't used since 2022. 4. Quietly drafting from my account like little financial ghosts. The foundation layer is about 3 things: ruthless visibility, strategic debt elimination, and building a buffer that doesn't just sit there. Your emergency fund, honestly, the most boring thing in personal finance is actually a wealth protection mechanism. Without it, every unexpected expense becomes a step backward. A car repair sends you to a credit card. A medical bill wipes out your investment contributions for 3 months. The emergency fund isn't the goal, it's the moat that protects the goal. 3 to 6 months of expenses. High-yield savings account in 2026. These are still paying meaningfully above traditional banks. Park it there and then forget about it. That's your backstop. Then, deal with high-interest debt first. Credit card debt at 22% APR is a guaranteed 22% loss on whatever money you don't use to pay it. No investment reliably beats that. None. So before you do anything else, that goes. 4. The compounding engine, making money while you sleep. Okay, now we get to the part that people find exciting and the part where I want to slow you way down. Because here's what happens. People get excited about investing. They open a brokerage account. They start chasing the hot stock their coworker mentioned over lunch. They put $2,000 into something they saw on a finance subreddit at midnight. And then the market does what markets do, and they panic sell. And they swear off investing forever. Don't be that person. The compounding engine works on one principle above everything else: consistency over brilliance. The single most powerful investment decision you can make in 2026 is to automate a fixed percentage of every paycheck into a diversified index fund, and then do absolutely nothing else. I'm being serious. Nothing. The S&P 500, broadly, has returned an average of around 10% annually over its long history. That's not every year. Some years it drops horrifyingly. But the investor who stayed in through the drops, they came out dramatically ahead of the investor who was smart enough to leave before the crash and dumb enough not to know exactly when to get back in. Your 401k, if your employer matches, that is a 50% to 100% instant return on your contribution. That is the closest thing to free money that exists in the legal financial world. Max the match, always, without exception. Then, a Roth IRA, if you qualify. The Roth is one of the most quietly powerful vehicles in the American tax code. You pay taxes on money going in, and then it grows and comes out in retirement completely tax-free. In a world where tax rates are unlikely to go down over the next 30 years, that's a significant bet in your favor. If you do nothing else from this entire video, those two things compound silently in the background of your life. You don't have to watch them. You don't have to manage them. You just have to not touch them. 5. The income expansion layer, asymmetric side income. All right, now here's where it gets genuinely interesting. The compounding engine is powerful, but it requires capital money going in. And for a lot of people, there's a ceiling on how much you can squeeze out of one paycheck. So the third track is about expanding the top of the funnel. But, and this is important, I'm not talking about burning yourself out with a second job that just trades more time for more money. That's still the hamster wheel, just a faster one. I'm talking about income with leverage. Income where the effort you put in today produces returns for weeks, months, sometimes years afterward. In 2026, that looks like a few specific things. Monetized expertise. You have skills from your job that other people would pay to learn, whether that's bookkeeping, copywriting, data analysis, project management, coding, or even just knowing how to navigate a specific industry. There are consultants, small businesses, and solopreneurs who would genuinely pay you for 2 to 4 hours of focused help per week. A few of those clients consistently, that's an extra $1,000 to $2,000 a month without a second full-time job. Content with long tails, a YouTube video, a blog post, a well-written newsletter, issue. These things don't expire the way your working hours do. I know someone who wrote 12 niche how-to articles in a single month 2 years ago and still collects ad revenue from them every month without having touched them since. That is money working without a timesheet. Small, boring online businesses, not dropshipping hype, not NFTs. I'm talking about things like a simple digital template you build once and sell on Etsy or Gumroad. A small course teaching one narrow, specific thing you genuinely know well. The ceiling is modest at first, maybe a few $100s a month, but those income streams stack, and they don't require you to be present to collect. The key insight here, and I think about this constantly, is that you're not trying to replace your salary overnight. You're trying to build a second small river alongside your main one. Over time, those rivers merge, and one day you look at your total monthly income and realize that your job is now optional in a way it never was before. That is freedom, not retirement at 65. Freedom at 42 or 38 or 35. So let's bring it all the way back. The myth that most of us were raised on is that the path looks like this: get a good job, work hard, save, retire. And look, that path isn't wrong, but it's incomplete. It's a path that was designed for a world with pensions and stable prices and a cost of living that didn't require two incomes just to afford what one income bought 30 years ago. The world changed. The path needs to change with it. What I've walked you through today isn't revolutionary. There's no secret society, there's no shortcut. It's basically three parallel disciplines: financial stability, compounding investment, and income expansion running quietly in the background of a life you already have. The word I keep coming back to is quietly. You don't need to blow up your career. You don't need to take crazy risks. You don't need to announce anything to anyone. You just need to start building the second system while the first one keeps running. Small moves made consistently over years. That's it. That's the whole thing. And I know that sounds underwhelming compared to the content promising you'll be rich by Thursday. But the people I've watched actually change their financial lives, they did it the boring way. They did it by showing up to the process week after week, even when nothing felt like it was moving right up, until the day it suddenly, unmistakably was. You're already employed. You already have the launch pad. The only question left is whether you're going to use it. Start today. Even if today just means opening a high-yield savings account and automating $100 a month into an index fund. That's enough. That's how it starts. The version of you 5 years from now is going to be very glad you didn't wait for a more convenient time.